Ever wondered why a cup of coffee cost less 10 years ago than it does today? This phenomenon, known as inflation, affects nearly every aspect of our lives, from the price of groceries to the cost of a home. But what exactly is inflation? And more importantly, how can we combat it? Understanding inflation requires a journey into the world of economics. Picture an economy as a vast, interconnected network of buyers and sellers. Inflation occurs when prices for goods and services across an economy start to rise. This doesn't happen overnight, but gradually, almost imperceptibly, over time. To comprehend inflation, consider the simple concept of supply and demand. If the demand for a product or service exceeds its supply, the price of that product or service tends to rise. This is a basic principle of economics. Now, imagine this happening across an entire economy with multiple goods and services. That's inflation. But what causes this imbalance in supply and demand? A variety of factors can contribute. Increased production costs, such as higher wages for workers or more expensive raw materials, can force companies to raise prices. Government policies, like increasing the money supply, can also lead to inflation. Inflation isn't always bad. Some level of inflation is actually healthy for an economy. It encourages spending and investment, which drives economic growth. However, too much inflation or hyperinflation can be disastrous, eroding the value of money and creating economic instability. So, how can we combat inflation? There are several steps that individuals, businesses, and governments can take. For individuals, understanding inflation is the first step. Be aware that the cost of living will likely increase over time and plan accordingly. Investing in assets that tend to increase in value over time, like real estate or stocks, can help protect your wealth against inflation. Businesses can increase efficiency to lower production costs. They can also diversify their supply chains to protect against price increases in a particular area. Governments play a crucial role in combating inflation. Central banks, like the Federal Reserve in the United States, can use monetary policy to control inflation. This often involves raising interest rates to slow down the economy and reduce inflation. In summary, inflation is a complex but crucial concept in economics. It's the gradual increase in prices across an economy due to an imbalance in supply and demand. While some inflation is healthy, too much can be harmful. Understanding inflation and taking steps to combat it, from personal financial planning to government policy, can help ensure a stable and prosperous economy. Remember, inflation is not an invincible force. With knowledge, strategy, and proactive measures, it's possible to navigate and even thrive in an inflationary environment. Stay informed, plan ahead, and continue to learn about the world of economics. The power to combat inflation starts with you.